Hey everyone, welcome back to Reissued. If you're new here, my name is Andrew. If you're not new here, you may know that I have an ongoing home renovation. You may know that I'm an avid thrifter. You may know that I have an aversion to paying retail prices for anything. So, even though you can thrift almost anything, sometimes you need some construction materials, sometimes you need something very specific, and you're unable to thrift it. Enter liquidation shopping. Shopping at liquidation centers has been a big part of my home renovation process. I've been able to save a lot of money on my renovation by hitting these places first on things like tile, lighting, those kinds of things that you may need multiples of the same item, which makes them a really rare thrift find. So in this video, I'm doing a little shopping trip with my parents. We're hitting up 3 of my favorite liquidation centers, and I thought I would take you along with me and share my top 10 liquidation shopping secrets. If you're like me and you're renovating or just living on a budget, you may be looking for options to cut costs. And although it may be a little bit more time consuming or a little bit more challenging to hunt for those finds, liquidation discounts can definitely help out the bottom line on your next project. I can't wait to go shopping. Can't wait to take you with me. Let's do this.
Today we're headed to Carrollton, Georgia to hit up my 3 favorite liquidation spots. So first things first, wherever you are, you gotta know the right places to shop. I found several places through word of mouth, so be sure to ask other people in your area where they shop. In fact, drop a comment down below with where you live and where your favorite liquidation shopping spots are. Maybe we can help each other out. I've also found that Facebook Marketplace listings can be a good place to find liquidation centers where they list some of their items. They don't always give full details on their location for some reason, but a little Googling will generally get you an address. And you can message them for verification and more details as well.
Editing Andrew here. I forgot to mention that when you're looking for something specific, that there are some options for shopping liquidation online. The sconces that I purchased in my kitchen, I really wanted that specific style, and so I was actually able to find them on eBay from a liquidation center out of Texas, and so I ordered them online. I think the shipping was free, so that's definitely an option if you're looking for a specific type of item.
Our first stop today is GW2 Liquidation. I discovered it with my parents when we happened to drive by one day. This used to be a Toys R Us distribution center, and it's where I found so many of the core building materials that I've used in my home renovation. This store tends to carry mostly Lowe's-type products, with Pier 1 and similar brands of home goods thrown in the mix. Everything here is 50% off the retail price. Nice! Just look at this place. It's like the hardware store and the room of requirement had a baby. And out of the 3 years I've been coming here, this was the most overwhelming and disorganized that I've ever seen it. Which brings me to tips 2 and 3. Have a wish list going in so that you can stay on track and have a general sense of direction. Otherwise, you'll be here literally all day sifting through all the options.
Alright, not gonna lie y'all, I'm overwhelmed today. Not only is it just an overwhelming shopping experience, but I'm also trying to decide what to film, what to share. There's just a lot going on here, as you can tell. Wow.
And number 3, be prepared to hunt. The nature of dealing in liquidation makes it hard to keep things organized, since these stores are likely bidding on lots of items without fully knowing what they're going to get. So certain types of items may be spread out across various areas of the store, depending on when they came in. So today, I did come in with a long list of things I was searching for, but only found some cabinet hinges today. I was hoping to find the hinges that would work for my PAX cabinets, since those are almost as expensive as the doors, and I need 4 for each door, but they didn't have the kind I need for those. But this kind should work for my angled cabinets in my bedroom. Over the 2 years since I bought my house, I've had numerous game-changing finds here. All my bathroom mosaic tiles, floor registers throughout the house, the black border tiles in the guest bath, can lighting in the kitchen, guest bath shower door, bathroom sconces, medicine cabinet, and this huge picture window in the atrium. A lot of these items sat around my house for months or over a year before being installed, or are still waiting to be put to use. So planning ahead for renovations can be a good idea, to take advantage of the right find at the right price when you see it. A lot of my purchases here, especially the window and the tile, require detailed measurements, so be sure to take your measurements beforehand and have them written down somewhere with you. I have a note in my phone with a slew of numbers that only make sense to me, and don't always make sense to me. Let me know if you have a better method for keeping track of these things. All of the white subway tile in my kitchen and bathroom came from this store's sister location in North Atlanta after one of the owners here told me about it. So whether you need leads for specific products or just need help finding what's actually in the store, it can be helpful and fun to get to know the store associates a little bit. With hinges in hand, let's head out. Our next two stops are both the same store, Robinson Salvage, just two different locations. I haven't been to this first location in a while since it hasn't always had the types of products that I need. This one is a bit like a Jack's 99-cent store in New York City, with a lot of the floor space going to clothing, foods, and more drugstore type finds. I think of this one as the Walmart substitute, same types of products, and a lot of the actual Walmart brands. The prices here vary based on the signage for each section. Some areas are priced as marked, and others are a percentage discount off the marked price, with handy price guides to help you do some quick math. Even though I had kind of written off this location as skippable, it had some of my best finds of the day. So tip number 7, remember that like thrift stores, the stock at liquidation shops is constantly changing. So it's worth dropping in every now and again to see what's new. This striped hanging swing chair is super cute. Maybe for the empty side of my front porch. And these Casper pillows look amazing. Pillows were actually on my list today. Score. As were standard black gym socks. Boring and basic, I know. This brass hardware is kind of pretty. I'm already on the hunt for hardware for my living room built-ins, even though that project is super far off. Again, better to plan ahead. After giving the store a thorough look, I'm leaving with pillows and socks, and my mom is leaving with light bulbs, wood filler, and construction adhesive. Yeah, we're kind of boring today, but you can't skip the basics. Now let's head over to the other location to see what they have. In my experience, this store has the highest turnover and is therefore the least predictable when it comes to its stock. I've gotten items ranging from gym shoes to protein powder, wood stain to high-end grooming products, tools to plant pots. If the other location was like Walmart, this one is more Target, with a lot of Target brands showing up all over the store. When you see brands or products you recognize and need more than what you can find in the liquidation center, check to see if it's still in stock in retail stores before buying. This can work for things like bedding and tile. Better to get a couple pieces at a discount and the rest at retail price than to pay full price on everything. And better to check the current retail availability before you buy anything at liquidation so that you don't end up with one discontinued pillowcase when you actually needed two. This store is unique in that they often get some super high dollar, high-end items here. Look at these appliances. Over in electronics, I've seen iPhones and other super high-priced gadgets as well. I've purchased a couple of the bougie big-ticket items here that I might not have normally purchased. My Casper mattress, my leather poly and bark sofa, and the stunning Moen faucet were all super expensive to begin with, but deeply discounted, pushing them into my price range, although still at the top of my range. I don't need any big-ticket items like that today, although some of these furniture pieces are really beautiful. I love this throw. I've been looking for something chunkier with subtle color like this for my bedroom in the wintertime. Let's carry this around.
Why will I never learn to just get a cart when I first walk in the store?
This location recently started doing this bin system at the front of the store where items are dumped and gradually discounted throughout the week. I think this is kind of how a lot of the Amazon return shopping places work. It's Monday when I'm filming this, so it looks like everything is $6 today. I haven't had any crazy luck with the bins in the past. Just this chic coffee table book that I got for a couple bucks, that I totally didn't need, but was an unexpected gem. Tip 9. Liquidation is a crazy shopping jungle. Let's all be prepared to find things that are not on our lists. Today, all I found were these smart light bulbs. I have a couple of these around my house, and they all work with different apps. Ugh, so annoying. So I like the idea of 4 matching ones that can use the same app. After carrying around the blanket for a bit, I noticed that it had some pulled threads, like a lot of them. If it were crazy cheap, I'd grab a pair of scissors and clean it up, but at this price point, it's going back on the shelf. Which brings me to my final tip. Keep an eye on condition. Many liquidation items were most likely returned by retail customers or simply overstock or clearance from big retail chains, so most are in perfect condition. However, other items, especially appliances and pricey furniture, were likely returned due to damage. So inspect every piece carefully for condition issues, big or small. My leather sofa has a dark scuff at the back corner. I took note of it in the store and decided that I could give it a little love and that the price point was still worth it. We left the store with some work boots for my dad, a saw blade set, and the smart bulbs I found in the bin. Even after a full day in the liquidation jungle, we hit up Ace Hardware, which was the main point of this shopping trip, since they carry magnolia colors and did a color match for me last year for the bedroom paint. I needed that same paint rematch to continue painting the bedroom, hence why it had to be here. While we're at it, we made one more stop at Lowe's to pick up a couple things for upcoming projects. Be sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out on these awesome thrift flips.
Okay, it was a long day of shopping. You know, liquidation is not always the easiest retail experience. It's a bit of a hunt. However, we did find some really good basics today. Before I close out this video, I have an unrelated question. When we were in Lowe's, I did stop by the blinds section. I'm looking for a good window covering solution for my bedroom and also for this room, for this window behind me. The angles of this window make it really hard to put up any kind of curtain rod. And in the bedroom, I'm really looking for something that's a little bit more architectural, not really the softness of curtains. So I'm thinking some sort of like shade thing. I really like these Japanese style window treatment things where there's like an open space at the top and then like maybe these come up and down. I'm not really sure what's happening here. The term window treatment seems so like TLC circa 2005. In any case, if anyone knows anything about this type of image, if you have any ideas for my windows, definitely hit me up in the comments down below. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this liquidation shopping journey. I'm doing some awesome furniture flipping on some dressers and a nightstand next week, so definitely stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.
I'm gonna get it. Give it to me. Sit. Good girl. Good job. Good girl.